What is an IQ test?
Oh, an IQ test?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you asked that because we separated our audience according to that. Remember when you guys first came in and we asked you a series of questions and you thought, how nice. They're interested in me. How nice is that? No, we're separating on a basis of IQ. Okay, now I'm going to leave it to you to guess which side.
Oh, I'm in the middle.
You're right there. You are flat out average. Flat out.
I thought I was gifted.
Did you notice, though, my lovely co-host Janet, she's down there at the very end. Now, I don't want to tell you which end that is. IQ stands for intelligent quotient. It came around heavily in World War II because they wanted to have a way to gauge the general intelligence, problem-solving ability, kind of, on a number of tasks, so they could group people according to abilities. Since then, the research has shown there are a lot of different ways to measure intelligence. For example, let's say I take an intelligence test and I'm average on this particular test, and there's a number of tests, but I am an absolute brilliant musician. Now, okay, so that aspect of my intellect is very, very high. I have known people whose school grades are barely above sea level, okay? But they are the most insightful, common sense-oriented folks I know. So the question becomes, how do you measure it? What you're talking about is basically what psychologists do to get a general idea, your vocabulary, your math skills, your reasoning skills, your logic skills, those kinds of things. You got another part?
Yes. Does it change over the years?
If you have children, it does. I've read studies that approximately 9 IQ points get siphoned off per child. Now, does it return? No, it never really totally comes back. You can get 3 or 4 points to come back, and that's if they move far away. If they're anywhere like Italians, you have to live next door to mom, it's still going to linger. You can alter it, and I'll tell you how you can do that. You can generally move it on the basis of verbal skills. For example, one of the common IQ tests has a vocabulary section. Well, kids who are in college, by and large, have a better vocabulary than a non-college person. Okay, they're going to score higher on that. So as she goes to a senior, maybe she becomes even brighter in the vocabulary area, all right, because she can say like and you know and stuff. So yes, it can shift some. Unfortunately, when it can be damaged is brain damage. Drugs take a toll on your brain. There's research coming out now that even says marijuana does this to you. Okay, it can fog your brain out, and indeed the IQ can start to do this, your reasoning abilities. Okay, but by and large, it's reasonably stable. As you get older, you gain in skills like social judgment, logical sense, vocabulary, and you lose in skills that require speed, processing, thinking it through quickly.
Thank you.
That's great questions.